audiovisual methodology is aimed at supporting and empowering people involved in the field of agriculture to define, promote, and take full ownership of their own development. Application of this methodology, supporting best farming practices, will enhance skills development, allow sustainable knowledge to be gained over a shorter period of time, will make training so much easier and the learning process so much faster. All e-learning and communication information technology support is conducted via the internet on a custom-designed online business and agricultural learning platform. This electronic platform has to date been populated with approximately 500 modules, totaling around 2,600 minutes, and allows for access from personal computers, tablets, and smartphones. These agricultural production categories include beef.
Before you begin farming with cattle, you need to have basic handling facilities on your farm. Handling facilities include equipment that make it easier for you to work with cattle. There are 4 basic handling facilities, namely the crush, the scale, the tilting table, and the loading facility. Let's first consider the crush. We look at how to build a crush and how to handle it.
Dairy.
The extent of protein degradation depends on several factors, including the rate of passage, which is usually quite quick in high-yielding dairy cows, so that less of the protein will be degraded than in beef cattle. Also, resistance of the protein source itself to microbial breakdown in the rumen. So, for example, we have
artificial insemination.
AI can only be successful if the proper amount of high-quality semen is placed in a proper position in a female's reproductive tract at the appropriate time in the estrus cycle. If you look at the advantages, the major benefits of artificial insemination is a more accurate evaluation of the bull's genetic merit. So one can actually measure and see, if there's a genetic improvement in your herd as such. There's also increased number of insemination from outstanding sires that one can do.
Pigs.
Today we're going to talk about what is the production process on a pig farm. What happens? Basically, the way it works on a pig farm is you need to serve animals, artificial insemination or naturally with a boar. The sow becomes pregnant. That pregnancy lasts about 16 weeks. Then the sow is ready to farrow. She goes to the farrowing house. She'll farrow down. She lactates for 4 weeks. We then wean her piglets when they're 4 weeks of age.
Poultry.
Another important point when considering conventional houses or open-sided houses is that there should be a dwarf wall on each side. The optimum height for a dwarf wall is about 0.5 meter. This prevents cold air from coming in at chick level. Another important point to assist with the sun coming into the house is that the roof...
Citrus. Once they have been planted, citrus trees will be producing fruit for up to 30 years, and they need to produce enough fruit of good enough quality. You get a chance to plant an orchard only once in this time, and it is worth doing well. Once the planning has been done around what will be planted, where it will be planted, and how the orchard will be laid out and orientated, we need to start preparing the orchard and get the trees into the ground. Table grapes. Table grape pest management is one of the most dynamic aspects of the pre-harvest production of table grapes. There are several pests that can occur in table grape vineyards in southern Africa, although there are only a few that require control measures. These pests are called key table grape pests and include mealybug and ants, fruit fly, thrips, pear leaf roller, grain,
This is a very unique program in the sense that we're not only focusing on one or two aspects of a farming operation, we basically focus on the whole farming operation. Normally, months before you actually plant something, you start with your planning process. Then we will go into the preparation, the planting, the whole farming operation, and through to the harvesting process. So we're actually focusing on the whole farming process. The target audience is commercial farmers, but more...
Soil as growth medium.
Die afgelope paar dekades het daar nie veel ontwikkeling rondom bemesting in Suid-Afrika plaasgevind nie. En is daar hoofsaaklik net gefokus op die NPK, die stikstof, fosfaat en kalium behoeftes in die grond, die makroelemente. Die afgelope 10 jaar of die laaste dekade het sekere ander mikroelemente soos swaal, kalsium ook 'n groter rol begin speel.
Irrigation practices.
Irrigation is an artificial way of applying water to the crop to supplement the need of the crop. Irrigation is vital to South Africa because it is a drought-stricken country and one will have to supplement the variable rainfall with irrigation systems. Irrigation is the biggest consumer of water in South Africa.
Financial management.
Vandag gaan ons kyk na finansiële bestuur en hoekom dit juist vir 'n boer so belangrik is om baie aandag te skenk aan finansiële bestuur. Finansiële bestuur is regtig waar nodig om die gom van die plaasbestuurder daar te stel, om hom in staat te stel om sy optimale funksies te kan bestudeer. Ons werk in 'n baie vinnig veranderende omgewing en dit verg geweldig baie insette van 'n boerdery af. Veral van die produksiekant word die boer op dag tot dag uitgedaag met groot uitdagings.
And business plan.
Now you may be asking, how can a business plan be of any use in farming? Well, if your farming venture is more than a hobby, or a means to sustain only you and your family, and you're trading produce from your land for income, then you've got a business. Across sectors, the common goal of every business is to make a profit. And the most important role player is the owner or manager